2025 TCR Eastern Europe season. Here we are on the Red Bull Ring, just ahead of the first race of the new year, of the new season, and we can't be more excited for what is ahead of us this year. Here we are, 10 cars on the grid, plus 2 additional cars from the Histo Cup Austria, and right here we have the first pole sitter of the 2025 season, Adam Colt, with his brand new Hyundai Elantra TCR. You can see the new car on the grid. Yes, it is the brand new Elantra, which is quite different to the previous generation of Elantra. Actually, this is the facelift of the current generation, and we're gonna follow Adam Colt racing this new car for the whole 2025 season, of course, representing Hyundai Motorsport and Yannick Motorsport. Adam Colt, last year's championship runner-up. I believe you may remember last year's amazing, exciting season final and the championship title battle between Adam Colt and Matej Homola. This year we miss our reigning champion because Matej Homola has decided to switch the category. He left TCR Eastern Europe, and this weekend actually he is starting his new career in GT2 European Series on Paul Ricard in France. But here we are with Adam Colt, and I'm gonna ask Adam Colt a question. Adam, hello, welcome to the new season of the 2025 TCR Eastern Europe season. You are the first poleman of the year. I mean, this is great, right?
Yeah, the result of the quali was quite good, but I was not satisfied with my lap. I think I could do much better, but I'm happy to be in the first row.
And this is a brand new Hyundai Elantra, the facelifted car. So how do you feel about it? How is this new car?
It's really beautiful, and also the driving is a pleasure with this car. So I hope I can do all the best in the race and hopefully win.
Absolutely, Adam, thank you very much. So as you can hear, Adam is excited for the new season, and as I said, so it's the pole position for Adam Colt and his new Elantra. Right next to him, our Italian friend Giacomo Germandi. He is also back in the series, and we are excited also for his racing skills. We know from the previous races that Giacomo Germandi really knows how to do a great show for the spectators. We've got also one very interesting car. If you take a look over there, the orange car with number 10, I asked my camera guy Gabor to make a great picture of that orange car with number 10. It is a very rare car in the TCR Eastern Europe because that's the Link & Co, and we know Link & Co mostly racing in a TCR World Tour or in TCR Asia, but this weekend here in TCR Eastern Europe we have the Swedish driver Victor Andersson making his debut in the TCR Eastern Europe. So we are also excited for this Swedish guy. I mean, at the moment we have to clear the grid, but the racing is starting shortly, so stay with us.
Everybody in their grid positions. The green flag is now in the air.
Oh no, Germandi makes a mistake! It's a free wide! It's a free wide! Hero Salzburg, this is absolutely unbelievable! Come on! So one more time, hello and welcome to the beautiful home of the Austrian Formula One Grand Prix. Here we are on the magic Red Bull Ring, amazing racetrack here in Austria, here in beautiful Styria. What a great weekend for racing, and we are just ready to start the new season of the TCR Eastern Europe Championship. As I said on the grid, we are missing the reigning champion because Matej Homola has decided to leave TCR Eastern Europe, and this weekend he is starting his new career in GT2 European Series on Paul Ricard in France. But anyway, I believe we are going to see more than exciting 2025 season. And you can see former Matej Homola's teammate Adam Colt getting ready for starting the first race from the pole position, 1:36.7. That's the best time of Adam Colt from the qualifying, which puts him on pole position. Next to him, Giacomo Germandi driving his Honda Civic TCR. P3 for Bartosz Groszek, the 2022 champion, is back in the championship with his Audi, entered by Aretis Racing, and the fourth place, the bright orange car of Swedish driver Victor Andersson, 21 years old, Swedish talent, racing here this weekend, making his TCR Eastern Europe debut. And we need to have another formation lap, I believe. So I believe there was some kind of problem on the racetrack. Yes, we have a standing car on the grid, so we need to do another formation lap. So one more lap of preparation for all the drivers getting ready for the first race here on Red Bull Ring. And I believe the marshals gonna do great work here with this standing car on the grid. It's number 2, Robert Pravdic, the Slovenian driver. So that's a big shame for the Slovenian driver. He was ready to start the new season of the TCR Eastern Europe Championship, but as it seems now, he won't be able to take a part in the race. As you can see, the beautiful weather here in Styria, Austria. Still a lot of snow in the mountains as we are starting the season in the middle of April. Still very early, still very cold nights actually here. But the weather for the racing today and tomorrow couldn't be better. So after all, it will be 9 cars on the grid for the first race of the 2025 season TCR Eastern Europe. Adam Colt on pole, Giacomo Germandi on P2. Bartosz Groszek, the former champion from Poland, starting from P3. Victor Andersson, the newcomer from Sweden, driving Lynk & Co TCR, starting from P4. Another Czech driver, Martin Kadlecik, starting from a P5. Just next to Petr Cížek, starting from P6. And we are also very curious about Petr Cížek because he has a brand new Cupra TCR for the 2025 season. So another brand new car on the grid, entered by Petr Cížek and Express Auto Racing. Then on P7, it's the ever-present Croatian driver Žarko Knego, representing Auto Club Dubrovnik. That's another Hyundai Elantra TCR. Behind him on P8, Jiří Zbožínek. That's the second car entered by Hyundai Janík Motorsport. Ivar Svalers starting from a P9. And actually there is nobody next to him because, as we could see a few moments ago, Robert Pravdic was moved away from the grid by the marshals, so most likely there is some technical issue to his car which makes him unable to take a part in the first race of the season. But I believe this time everything is ready for the season to start. The original duration of the race was 25 minutes, but as you can see, we've got 22 minutes on the timer. So that's because we had another formation lap. But let's Get ready for the first race. The lights are out and we are racing here on Red Bull Ring. Adam Colt made a great start from the pole position and he is leading the way into the first corner. Great start by the Czech driver, vice champion from the last season. And of course he has one ultimate goal, to be the champion this year here in TCR Eastern Europe. Adam Colt leading the way, just ahead of Giacomo Germandi. Behind the wheel of the Hyundai of his Honda Civic TCR. And we have some clean racing into the third corner here on Red Bull Ring. Still Adam Colt in the lead, ahead of Giacomo Germandi. On P3 it should be Bartosz Groszek, the 2022 champion. And behind Groszek it's a great battle between another Adidas Racing Audi. That should be Martin Kadlecik trying to find his way ahead of Victor Andersson. So that's the closest battle on the track at the moment. Andersson on P4 and Kadlecik on P5. There is Žarko Knego driving his Elantra TCR, the new design for Žarko Knego's Elantra for the 2025 season. Also great car to watch. And look at this battle. This is Petr Cíšek in his new Cupra Leon TCR, the brand new car on the grid, as I mentioned previously. And he was trying to find his way ahead of Martin Kadlecik driving 301 Audi, entered by Adidas Racing. And behind these two drivers, we got the Croatian driver Žarko Knego, who made a mistake into the first corner. He was really wide, but fortunately for him, he didn't crash into the barriers, so we still have Žarko Knego in this race, just behind Petr Cíšek, as you can see here. Meanwhile, Adam Colt is doing a really great job in the first place, making the gap. And there is more than 1 second between him and Giacomo Germandi in second place. Bartosz Groszek still in P3. Oh no, there was another mistake done by Žarko Knego. He went far away from the racetrack, but again he managed to rejoin the race. So no yellow flags, no safety cars so far, except the problem before the race start. If you're joining us now, I have to tell it again, Robert Pravdic was unable to start the race because he had a problem on the starting grid and he had to be pushed away by the marshals. But look at this battle. Look at this battle into the first corner. It's a great attack by Martin Kadlecik, who is trying to overtake the Swedish driver Victor Andersson. It's a great battle between Audi and Lynk & Co. As I said, on the grid, it's great to have a Lynk & Co. on the grid here in TCR Eastern Europe. It's a rare car in the Eastern European region. But look also at the number 14. Oh no, there was a touch! There was a touch between Petr Cíšek and Martin Kadlecik, and also Victor Andersson. So this was very, very unfortunate moment for three cars. It was Petr Cíšek who pushed Martin Kadlecik, and then Martin Kadlecik was forced to touch Victor Andersson, and the Swedish driver lost many, many places. And he should be in very last position at the moment. Great shame for the Swedish driver, who has been quick so far this weekend here on Red Bull Ring. It was a great job done by him in the qualifying, as he set the fourth fastest time. Victor Andersson was starting the race from P4, which is really, really good for the newcomer to the series. But at the moment he lost 5 places, and he should be down in the 9th place. Great shame for the Swedish driver who takes this weekend as a preparation for his TCR Europe campaign. But let's be focused on what's happening here. It's the second car entered by Hyundai Ioniq Motorsport. It's number 11 of Jiří Zbožínek. Jiří Zbožínek is trying to find his way ahead of the number 21, which is the car of Latvian driver Ivars Valers. Jiří Zbožínek currently on P7. Ivars Valers in P6. And here we have Viktor Andersson entering the pit lane. What a pity for the Swedish driver. And I believe he won't be able to continue in this race. There must be a damage to his car. Maybe some troubles with rear right suspension. So I believe that Viktor Andersson will be forced to retire from this race. And look at Robert Pravdic. So after all, he was able to join the race. Here we have the Slovenian driver behind the wheel of his number 2 Hyundai Elantra TCR. So all 10 cars took a part in this race, but I believe only 9 at maximum will be making it into the finish, as we saw Viktor Andersson entering the pit lane, and I believe he won't be able to continue in this race. In the meantime, Adam Colt still leading the way, and the gap between him and Giacomo Germandi is almost 3 seconds big. He's doing a great job, and he holds the fastest lap of the race so far, 1:37.4 for Adam Colt. He was the fastest from them all in the last lap, and right now he is going fastest in the second sector. So still a great job by Adam Colt. Now he has to overtake the Slovenian driver Robert Pravdic. Of course, blue flags showing the Slovenian driver, who leaves the space for Adam Colt, braking into the first corner. And the half of the race is away, 13 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Still for Adam Colt and the rest of the drivers. Giacomo Germandi in P2 ahead of Bartosz Groszek. It can be a close battle for the second place between the Italian and Polish driver, but Adam Colt is the absolutely quickest guy on the track at the moment, and I can't believe that anybody will be able to catch him in this race. And here is Germandi, making slightly mistake. It was a slight mistake done by Giacomo Germandi at the exit from the corner. So Bartosz Groszek is getting very, very close behind the Italian driver. So there might be a chance for Bartosz Groszek to try to overtake Giacomo Germandi. Just wait and see. But Pravdic is making the way for the two drivers battling for P2 in the race. Still 12 minutes to go, still plenty of time for Bartosz Groszek to try to overtake Giacomo Germandi. On the main straight, Bartosz Groszek is not close enough to try to overtake the Italian driver into the first corner, but let's wait and see into the third corner. Bartosz Groszek sits in the slipstream behind the Honda of Giacomo Germandi. But also take a look at this battle between Žarko Knego and Jiří Zbožínek. Žarko Knego is down in P8 after several mistakes done by the Croatian driver. But at the moment it seems to me that he has enough pace to try to overtake Jiří Zbožínek in another Hyundai. Great defensive line by Jiří Zbožínek. There was no chance for Žarko Knego to try to overtake the Czech driver, but the Croatian is really close behind Zbožínek, and he is trying to find his way ahead, and now he goes for the inside. Great job done by Žarko Knego. So the Croatian is taking P7 at the moment. Great job done by the Croatian driver. And the next target for Žarko Knego could be Ivar Svalers driving in P6. Great job done by Žarko Knego. Wow, there is Robert Pravdic causing some troubles to the drivers in the last corner. Both Knego and Zbožínek went wide because of the car lap down, but fortunately it was without contact, without any troubles. So we are still racing without yellow flags. We've got some track limits warning for the car number 74, which is Žarko Knego, but that's a pretty unfortunate situation for the Croatian, as he was forced to go wide because of the car lap down. So he was just avoiding the crash with the Slovenian driver Robert Pravdic. Anyway, of course, all the drivers must be aware of the fact that they can't breaking the track limits too much, otherwise they could be penalized, and nobody wants a penalty in a short race like this one. It's a 25 minutes long sprint, and for example, if you get plus 5 seconds, it can cost you a lot. Giacomo Germandi still driving on P2, ahead of Bartosz Groszek. It's great to have a Bartosz Groszek back on the grid. As I said, he is the 2022 champion, and he's the last driver so far who hasn't won the TCR Eastern Europe Championship with the Hyundai Ioniq Motorsport car. He won it with Adetes Racing, but from the 2023 season we only have champions racing in these colors, in this blue and red suits, which are typical for the Czech team Hyundai Ioniq Motorsport. Another closer look at Jiří Zbožínek driving his number 11 Hyundai Elantra TCR. It's the older car, is the previous specification of Elantra if you compare it with the leading car of Adam Colt. And maybe next year we will have 2 brand new Elantras entered by Ioniq Motorsport. For this season it is Adam Colt who has the latest car, and Jiří Zbožínek will be racing with the previous generation for the last or for the rest of the season. So that's the main difference between the 2 drivers racing for Hyundai Ioniq Motorsport. We will always have Adam Colt in the new car this year. So that's also the cue for all of you spectators trying to see the difference between the 2 Hyundai cars in the same colors. And earlier today I was in the garage of Hyundai Ioniq Motorsport checking out the brand new car, and I must tell you, the new Elantra looks really, really good to me. It's an amazing car, and obviously it's also really, really quick, which is the main thing for Adam Colt. At the moment it's almost 5 seconds between the leading driver Adam Colt and Giacomo Germandi, still in P2. Here he is, the Italian driver driving his Honda Civic FL5 TCR. Still great job by Giacomo Germandi, and he knows very well that he can't afford any mistake, because one tiny mistake could cost him the second place, and he really wants to be at last in P2 in this race. It can be a great season opener for the Italian driver. Still 6 minutes to go, and Adam Colt is on his best way to open the season in the best way possible, with winning the first race here on Red Bull Ring. Last year it was very dramatic till the very last race between Adam Colt and Matteo Homola, and after the second race on Salzburg Ring, which was the final race of the year, it was very, very tight between Homola and Colt. After all, the Czech driver lost the title only by 5 points. It was 236 for Matteo Homola and 231 points for Adam Colt. So it was a great battle till the very last lap of the very last race. And this year Adam Colt is even more motivated to take his championship crown. But still, this is only the first race of the season, and we need to take a closer look on this battle for the second place between Giacomo Germandi and Bartosz Groszek. The Polish driver is trying to make his way from the outside, but still a great defensive drive by Germandi. And if you watch TCR Eastern Europe regularly, you know very well that Giacomo Germandi is very hard to overtake for all the other drivers. Plus, we also have Martin Kadlecik very, very close to Bartosz Groszek. So possibly we have 3 drivers fighting each other for the second place during the final 4 minutes of the race. It's Giacomo Germandi driving his number 3 Honda Civic, entered by Motorsport, and behind him we've got 2 Adidas Racing Audis. Both drivers, Groszek and Kadlecik, are driving Audi RS3 LMS TCR 2021, and both drivers of the Czech team Adidas Racing have a great chance to fight for the second place in the final 3.5 minutes. So let's take a closer look on this battle again. It is Groszek in P3, Kadlecik in P4. Both drivers closely behind Germandi, still keeping his second place. 3 minutes to go. It means, I believe, we have 2.5 laps to go. So both drivers, and mostly Groszek, should try to attack Germandi next lap around. And I believe the best place to do it is the long climbing straight from the first to third corner. Here we are, back on the main straight. Germandi was really wide from the last corner. And now we have a drive-through penalty for number 3. We have a drive-through penalty for number 3, and that's Giacomo Germandi, and I believe it is for the track limits. There was a constant abuse of track limits. Noted by Germandi. Oh no, that's a great shame for the Italian driver. Yes, we have the message from the race control. He needs to go through the pit lane, and that's a big setback for the Italian driver. He was doing a great job for the whole race, but especially at the exit from the last corner. He was constantly abusing the track limits, and I believe that's the reason why he gets the drive-through penalty. It's a big shame for the Italian driver Giacomo Germandi, and I believe that now he will be entering the pit lane to serve his penalty. So this is how Giacomo Germandi is losing the podium in the first race of the season. It's a great shame for the Italian driver. And after all, it should be a double podium for Adetis Racing, but at the moment we still have Giacomo Germandi on track. It's still Giacomo Germandi in the second place. Yes, as you can see behind Adam Colt, there is the only Honda Civic TCR on the grid in TCR Eastern Europe, which means that Giacomo Germandi is yet to serve his penalty. We only have 10 seconds to go, so it soon will be the last lap of the race. Now you can also see it in the graphics that Germandi needs to go through the pit lane, and if he does not serve the penalty during the race, there will be a time penalty added to his time after the race is finished. So there is no chance for Germandi to be on the podium in the first race of the 2025 TCR Eastern Europe season. Great shame for the Italian. So that means Bartosz Groszek is actually in P2 and Martin Kadlecik is actually in P3 at the moment. And here we have Adam Colt once again on the main straight. And these are the celebrations. The checkered flag is out, and Adam Colt wins the first race of the 2025 TCR Eastern Europe season. Well, Giacomo Germandi crossed the finish line in P2, but there will be a time penalty added to Italian's final time, which means Bartosz Groszek will take the second place ahead of Martin Kadlecik in P3. So Adam Colt is the race winner, and it should be a double podium for the Czech team Adetis Racing, with Bartosz Groszek finishing in P2 and Martin Kadlecik finishing in P3. Then it's Petr Cížek with his brand new Cupra Leon Competition TCR. Behind Petr Cížek it is Žarko Knego, Jiří Zbožínek at the moment in P7, but we also have a 10 seconds time penalty for Petr Cížek, so it won't be a top 5 for Petr Cížek after the race, and I believe it is also for abusing the track limits. So the final results will be changed because of the time penalties added to final times of multiple drivers. But the most important news is the fact that Giacomo Germandi shouldn't be classified in P2, as he is about to get a time penalty for not serving the drive-through penalty for abusing of track limits. So if I shall finish the standings, behind Jiří Zbožínek in P7, It was Ivars Valers in P8. And we've got Viktor Andersson finishing ahead of Robert Pravdic. Of course, these two drivers have a huge gap after crucial problems in the first race. So not a good start of the season for these two guys. But I believe that Viktor Andersson will be back in the second race. He has shown a great speed here on Red Bull Ring in Austria. And I'm looking forward to see him also tomorrow driving his orange Lynk & Co, because it's beautiful and also very rare car to the Eastern European scene of the touring car racing. So it's great to have a Swedish driver here on Red Bull Ring. Absolutely beautiful weather here on Red Bull Ring. As you can see, still a lot of snow in the mountains, and we are excited for tomorrow, because tomorrow the second race will be also very exciting. And of course we're gonna have a reverse grid, which means that Adam Count won't be starting from the pole position tomorrow, so it should be more exciting for Adam Count. But anyway, today it was absolutely amazing for him. So here we have the results, and one more time, remember, Giacomo Germandi can't be classified in P2. So that's all from me, thank you very much, and of course, see you tomorrow.